Plato's Cave is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Viewer discretion advised.
From the legendary Pop Media Studios in downtown Metro, it's Friday Night Clans League with Plato's Cave.
My guest tonight, Weller 107 and VIP Ace.
And here's your host, Plato's Cave.
All right. Welcome to another exciting Friday Night Clans League, the show that brings you scores, stats, highlights from the week before, and a couple guests. Maybe a little bit more. Who knows? It is Friday the 13th. Gotta watch out. All right. So we have two divisions to go right into tonight. And let's kick right off right across the pond. In an EU Elite matchup, NRG versus DACX with Slap a Duck casting. Let's go to him with the call.
With a couple people, Jay going down here, Guess here on the side, Welder trying to peek on him, does not get the kill, but the push is real. Quickly, teams come in, Anthony going down as well, Wood is not afraid. We got push up in there with him as Winter trying to push up, got most kills in last round, trying to get a few more in this one. Tech9 does not finish the job, the clip is out, the reload happens, when the push happens, putting in work, taking shots on no problem. Genji got the Uzis standing by, as Guess does a lot of really good movement here, but it's just too much to handle. Oh my god.
And NRG, too much to handle, as this one went to them 3-0. 46 kills, 10,000 damage. Had a big game, too, at 26 kills. In our other matchup of the week, GFY versus Game Over. Went back and forth for a little bit, but Go is going to pull ahead a 3-1 victory. 130 kills, 31,000 damage. Big game from Go. All right, after 4 weeks, you can see the leaderboard holding strong with Go, a half-game lead on Ares. Coming up next week, February 21st, you're going to have NRG versus GFY at 3 p.m. and Ares versus DACX at 3:30. All right, Shiny Bear bringing you FN1 versus TTP.
3v2. You got two left in this room. Chasing. Nips. Back. Nip. Alright. Shot Maxi.
And FN1 with the win, 3-1. 102 kills, 29,000 damage. Our next matchup brought to you by Arrow Joey, COL versus LCM. Let's listen in.
There's Slap with that sword on Ace. Waffles coming in, clean up though. One again, it's Chamber.
And that's 3 for LCM, a 3-1 win. 102 kills, 27,000 damage. And, well, we had another match here. TKO BDE mixing it up. TKO on an Arrow Joey Shoutcast. 3-0. 97 kills, 20,000 damage. Look at the leaderboards here. Going after week 4, going into week 5. Well, we had some movement there. LCM still a nice lead. 1 game lead over TKO. Plenty of time to make a move there. And you can see February 21st, the teams and the times join us live. Well, there you go. You're caught up with half of the divisions from last week. Only had 9 shoutcasters last week. Not a lot of videos to go through, but we did our best with what we had. Well, before we go any further, let's go ahead and get into our first guest of the night. You can see him on TikTok. You can see him on Twitch. He's part of the VIP crew. Everybody give a warm Friday Night Clans welcome to VIP Ace.
Yell on. Top on, guys.
Oh, buddy, come on in. All right, have a seat. Wow. What's going on? You're an astronaut.
Sometimes.
You're out of this world, baby. Well, thanks for making the show. Yeah, man. I love it. I love that you're here. Thanks for joining us. And well, we're going to grill you a couple questions, figure out a little bit more about you. A lot of people out there know you pretty well. I don't think I do. I don't think we've had a chance of playing together and have a too rich of a history other than just kind of back and forth in chats and whatever. And well, I assume you've played the game a long time. How long have you played Population 1?
Man, I would assume 4 years. I haven't kept up with time, but soon after it came out, I jumped on the bandwagon, and I was used to playing 2D games, but this game just stole it for me. So 4 years ago, started playing VR and haven't looked back since because of this game.
Nice. So, like a Quest or something like that? What kind of headset were you running?
I was on a Quest 2, but of course I got the Quest 3 now and the PC and everything, so it's a little easier.
Nice. All right. So did you right off the gate? Did you clan up with anybody, or how long before you got into VIP? Or any clans before that, or what's the history of the Ace Meister?
Man, I actually ran solo for a year and a half, and then I was a big fan of this kid Ryan Tuday, and a few friends with him started a little clan. So I was like, hey man, I didn't ask to be in on it, but they asked me, and I was one of the first few members, and and I've been with them ever since, dude. It's been 3 years plus now.
Nice. All right. And I know that last season Clans League, you guys held the title for, was it War or Legions? I forgot. I think it was.
I don't remember. I think it was War.
It was War. Yeah, I think you could see the billboards behind us. It's on there somewhere. But yeah. And so definitely a strong presence here in Clans League. And last night I also did another cast, Competitive Adult League, where they're also a dominant force there. So a dominant force across the competitive landscape. And Ryan Tuday, well, he's a great player, an excellent player. One of those guys that will always get accused of cheating when he doesn't. It's just he's that freaking good. And I assume that
he's
you guys...
that good.
He's that good, I know. And we'll have to have him on. But, yeah, I assume you guys were buddies before that, and he kind of got you in. And that's so... Is he your running mate for the most part? You guys still play together now?
No. I only ever played with him. I actually was brought in to play as a sub in Diamond and for Gold, another team that they were making in Gold. And then ever since then, I kind of like the sub role, like coming in off the bench. So and obviously I'm a little older. I'm in my 30s, so I'm not as agile and as good and as quick as those kids. So I'm just a placeholder. I was always just a little placeholder there, and I enjoy it, man. I like my role.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a shame when you talk about anything being in your 30s being old. You know what I mean? You think you're in your prime, but when it comes to the fast twitch muscles, and it's just hard to keep up with these younger kids and younger players. So yeah, if you and Ryan didn't roll and aren't rolling that much nowadays, who's the guy or player, girl, gal? Who you rolling with for the most part now? If you're rolling pubs,
if I'm rolling pubs, it's got to be my boy NYC Pop.
Wow, let's go!
Love that dude.
Nice.
I love that guy, man. Yeah.
Well, I know I see you guys a lot on the TikTok. You make a lot of TikToks out there, and well, NC Poppins all over the place. He's in my chat once in a while too. So good to hear that he's one of your running mates there. So we go back to your clan. Let's circle back to your clan now. So VIP stands for very important people. I think so. Maybe.
Oh no, you're all wrong, man. It's a secret what it stands for, but we like for people to just assume that we're very into pizza. Yeah.
Oh man, with all the Epstein shit, that might not be good. We might have to cut that in post, Logan. Okay, yeah, we'll cut that in post. But I'm sure you're not on the list. We'll check to see if you are on the list. That's a tough question.
Please check.
All right, so you're also so segueing off of that. Let's see, you're also a map maker, right? You like to make maps.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, dude. I've made like 50 plus maps, but I only have like 15 or so published.
All right, what got you into doing that?
Boredom, honestly, and like I wanted to see an angle of the game that hasn't been played before, right? So that's what inspired me to really start building, was just kind of making competitive maps or maps where competitive players can play against each other and it benefit them in a real situation. That's where I really got into it.
So, like, with that said, do you have a favorite map that you've made?
I absolutely do. It's VIP Rush. VIP Rush.
Oh
is the best
yeah.
map. Yeah, it's so good.
Been in there a ton, man. Royal Crew, and we love to hang out in there and fight it out and do all sorts of crazy shit. So, do you got anything else coming up? Like anything you're working on that you haven't published that you're going to publish pretty soon?
Nothing as of now. I've been working on a few little side party spin-offs of VIP Rush, but they're published. You can find them. Just type in VIP Rush. But there's some 2v2s and 3v3s, and I'm working on a few little things here and there with it.
All right, good shit, man. So, like I said, I see you a lot on TikTok. Your stuff comes across my page, and I assume you're also on. Are you streaming on Twitch, or where are you streaming at when you're playing?
Man, I stream everywhere, and I usually just switch it up. Sometimes I'll stream on TikTok, sometimes I'll stream on Twitch, sometimes I'll stream on YouTube. Just whatever I'm feeling like doing that day, honestly. I don't have any rhyme or reason to it. I just go with the flow.
All right. I mean, do you have like one of those three kind of give you more eyes than the other as far as live views?
Really, as far as live views, I get the most viewership out of TikTok, but I get the most financial reward out of Twitch for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would assume that, and they've got a good setup when it comes to that. And I don't know about YouTube anymore as far as live streaming. I know it's a great place to archive things. You could put your shit in there and it'll be there forever.
Yes, it's the best for archiving. I love YouTube.
So that's a good spot. And with your TikToks, and I do see yourself, you are on stream live, standing up there in all your glory. So I assume you got like a green screen behind you, right? You got that whole setup in the house.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of
bro. I went to Hobby Lobby and just grabbed some green fabric, just hung it from the ceiling, man. That's all it takes.
That's all
$50.
you need. I know, man. Chroma key filter, you're good to go. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I do dig your shit on TikTok and all the other socials, and so that's the place to find you. And a little birdie told me too. Now, so aside from gaming, all right, we'll talk just a little bit about you personally. I'm not going to give anybody your maiden name or your social security number, but I understand you're into organic farming. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm building a little homestead out here. It's like 5 years in the making in South Georgia, and it is like my life's calling. It's my passion. I don't really give a about like making too much money or being successful in terms of anyone else's eyes, but I do want to be able to live off of, what I can create and do, and feed my family off of it as well. So that's like my thing, man.
Well, I mean, as much money as I know I spend on just better foods, better vegetables, it's good to have your own garden. And the climate you have down in South Georgia, one second. Sorry about that. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. But yeah, that climate's pretty good for all season growing, right? And I'm kind of jealous of you. I got a little garden in my backyard, nothing much. I can't sustain anything more than just some pepper plants and stuff like that. But but it sounds like you're doing a lot. And every time I've talked to you in this last week, you're out there harvesting, you're out there working the fields, and well, that's tough work, buddy. So good for you.
You already know.
Yeah. I can see you on stream. This guy looks like he works out. No, he organic farms. So
Yep.
What are we growing on that farm? We growing pot.
Bro,
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm sorry. All right, you're growing potatoes, right?
no potatoes, man. We're growing like specialty fruits, vegetables, and like herbs that are most of them come from like universities and like trial genetics and stuff that are going to be released to the public or to commercial vendors and stuff, commercial growers eventually. But we kind of have an in on that, so we get a lot of good stuff before it even gets to the market, and we grow it and sell it at a local farmers market and out of our backyard.
That's cool, dude. That's really cool. If I lived closer, I would buy all my shit from you. I totally would.
Bro, I want to mail you some stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah, just make sure you don't. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'll give you in the PO box. Well, yeah, Ace, man, it's been great having you on the show. Anything you got coming up? Anything you want to tell us? Anything?
Man, dude, you guys keep watching Plato's Cave VR, dude. Like, oh, dude, this is the spot. This is amazing. I love the production quality. Like, I watch it. This is my show now for Pop One. So
Oh my God!
stay
Well,
tuned, man.
it's a once a week
tuned.
show, and we've got some other things cooking too. I know we talked about. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Make it variety. Just kind of keep it open and kind of light away from the gameplay. You know, all about gameplay and shoutcasting. And yeah, dude, I really appreciate you coming in and being part of the cast. And I know we're going to have another guest very shortly here coming in and saying hi. But in the meantime, I want to let everybody know and appreciate my man. What is that noise? What is that? Is that you?
It's not me. It's freaking me out,
It's
bro.
freaking me out, bro. What's happening? Oh my God! It's Jason.
Oh, God.
Oh no! He came in
Have a
Friday the
gun.
13th. He showed up.
I have a gun.
This is not going to work out well. All right, guys, we're going to go to a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have Weller on the cast. Watch out, Jason. He's got a sword. Oh, no.
Has this happened to you? Have you been killed by a peeker only to lose your shit completely? Well, now there's Zone Grenade by Bureau Code. Bureau Code scientists have been working around the clock to develop the perfect formula and have packed a whopping 30% more zone juice into their zone containers. Make peekers go bananas. And chicken shit killers lose their minds.
Zone Grenade can be yours with 4 easy payments of $29.99. Call 1-800-69-ZONE. That's 1-800-69-ZONE.
Zone Grenade, say goodbye to peekers and campers forever.
Is your morning coffee just not doing it for you anymore?
Well, now there's Shield Energy by Bureau Code. We cram 2.5 cans of Shield Energy into every Shield shaker. That's a whopping 50 Shield in every shaker. That's sure to make you feel
Fucking amazing!
Feel the rush with one top Shield shakers and Shield cans by Bureau Code.
I got my ass kicked out there today, Go PJ. Got headshot, teabag. Tell me, what's your secret? My secret? These little bad boys right here.
It's Builds by Bureau Code. Bureau Code scientists have been working around the clock to bring you their strongest build ever. Using our patented Energy Core technology, we pack 3 energy cores into every build, giving you the quality you deserve with a guarantee you can rely on.
Oh man, it worked. Those builds were great. Thanks, Go PJ.
Hey guys, I got my ass kicked out there. What's your secret?
Thanks, Bureau Code.
Builds can be yours with 4 easy payments of $39.99. Call 1-800-BUILDS. That's 1-800-BUILDS.
Build your way out of danger today.
Well, it is Friday the 13th. Anything could happen, and it certainly did tonight. Well, I hope VIP Ace made it out okay. Hopefully he's back to say goodbye to everybody. But, all right, we've got 2 more divisions to get right into. Let's get that started. With their first matchup coming to you from Weller 107, SYN versus NND. SYN is going to take this one, a 3-1 win. 79 kills, 25,000 damage. A lot of great gameplay brought to you by Weller. All right, Giant Bob calling the next one. This one's going to be VIP versus NP. Another great matchup. Two top teams going at it. And over 200 kills in this one. VIP takes a 3-1 win. 113 kills, 29,000 damage. What a great game. What a great call. And Giant Bob on another one here. VRS versus WWW. Another really well-contested matchup. VRS is going to take this one 3-1. 113 kills for them, 29,000 damage. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboards. VIP and SYN all tied up with 11 wins. That's going to take us into our February 21st matchup. As you can see, all these teams and the times they'll be playing. In our first matchup, not telecasted, OS versus Sex, and OS is going to take this one 3-0. 28 kills, 5,700 damage. Good job by OS. That was a quick one. So our next one, TLK versus the Ladies of Pop. Well, that was brought to us by Cherry. Let's listen in as Cherry brings us all the action.
Brittany and Pina, Alicia getting wrecked. Space Hero taking down Better Luck. Oh, TLK is down to 2. Oh, look at Figs hugging that box. Taking Figs out. Pina taking Fly High. Better Luck going down to Satan. Hungry taking down Yikesies. Oh no! That's it. There was no one kills now. Jazzy taking down Better Luck. McAllister. Ooh. Jazzy. Whoa! Russian trying. Oh, gets a blade kill and
What a comeback by TLK. A 3-2 victory over the Ladies of Pop. Wow, what a lot of kills. Over 200 kills in that matchup. TLK 115 kills. All right, Cherry, bringing you some more action. Our clan, Royal versus THC in a big-time matchup.
See around him. Ooh, Mean Mom coming in and helping. Venom taking out Nakara. Firewater getting juked. Oh, Nickels and Dimes coming over. Oh, I know. You got a rip for Royals. But THC, I know a lot of these names for a long time. They've been around a long time. And then I'm surprised they haven't hurt me. Maybe it's confusing. That's what coming up with hard time coming up. He's one stuck in the corner. Mean Mom getting Nichols. You guys are hard time out. And there.
And Royal holding strong with a 3-0 victory. 60 kills, 15,000 damage. And that's going to cement their leaderboard lead here over SRG, as you can see. Now moving in with a 2-game lead over OS. Some movement there, but Royal holding strong. And as you can see, February 21st, here are the matchups and the times. See you there live. Well, it was a great week for Clans League. A lot of movement in the leaderboard. Some teams didn't perform as well as they wanted to. Now, we're not going to have any games tomorrow. We're going to skip that. It is Valentine's Day, the day after the Friday the 13th. How ominous is that? And but we'll be back the following week, and we'll figure something out for next Friday night's Clans League. All right. Well, my next guest is a great friend of mine, a longtime running mate. Not in the same clan, but I tell you what, he is one of my best friends. Let's everybody give it up for Weller 107. Hey.
Hello.
Pop a squat, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, buddy. Coming in a little hot. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. All right, yeah, so thanks for joining us, man. And man, I'll tell you, you're a big integral part of the cast of the show. You're already given the technical producer credit at the very end of the show because you made the map that makes it possible for all of my guests to join the cast. So not everyone knows how this works, but there is a map that Weller made, and it is beyond cool. And it's got all sorts of really cool stuff in there. We'll show it off maybe next Friday. I think that may be a good idea. But in that map, well, my guests join a green screen area, much like you would have in your house, but it allows me to crop everything else out and bring them here into the cast. So, Weller, thanks so much right off the rip for being a big part of the show, a technical side of it. And now you're sitting on the couch, the very couch that Faro left a stain on last week. You might want to watch out. Logan stabbed him right in the pancreas. I don't know what was leaking out of him. But, yeah, good to have you. I thought we'd have a chance to get that fixed, but no, it's okay. So I know you've been playing Pop 1 just as long as me. I've been playing just the day after launch. And what, shortly after that, you got ripping, right?
Yeah, I think it was that Christmas. So I guess that was like 2020, I think. My buddy Jason was like, he's like, bro, you got to get a VR headset. And I was like, I just spent a ton of money on Christmas, man. There's no way. It's like, wife's going to kill me if we do that. Did it anyways. And eventually found Pop. And you remember Slaughter and then my neighbor Jason, and the four of us were kind of like the crew. At least you were the best player in our crew. You were carrying me from the very beginning, so always appreciate that.
Hey, no problem. Anytime you need it. What was that? Was that Jason Plays?
No.
No, it was different Jason.
I forget what his name. His name now is like Facing Jason. I can't remember what his old name was.
Okay, because I remember playing with Jason Plays
more.
Well, I reached out to Slaughter to see if he wanted to join on a quick phone call, kind of like this is your life, Weller, this is your life. But unfortunately, right now he's got his head in a toilet. He's throwing up. He's shitting through his mouth and his ass, is what he said. So, fortunately, he couldn't make the call. And Slaughter, we miss you, buddy. Good to at least hear from you today. So, yeah, that was the crew. We kind of made a little way for ourselves and kind of parted ways since then. And after that, you went ahead and did some big things. And part of that, I want to say, did you start building before the NB or after? What was the?
Before. It's been about 4 years now, 3 or 4 years. I was in the beta. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. More cowbell, right? Couple of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And did a lot of maps. They had a lot of work since then and got some notoriety on some of the pub maps, and that's badass. But so talk to me a little bit about your venture into NB, because honestly, I do not know this. So how did you get into NB? Who got you into NB? Give me some.
Yeah, so I mean, Dookie Sweats, him and I had played together for a very long time. But it was always like just a duo. We never had a consistent third. And they ran like Metro duos like back to back. Like it just seemed like it was in rotation for like on again, off again a very long time. And we loved going against like Gabe and Nasty and Doculus and Bruce and Huckleberry. Like we were kind of like, there was this probably period where we were seeing 8 to 10 of them like pretty regularly. And so I had reached out to Gabe and Shreddy, who I didn't even really know. I really, first time I ever talked to Gabe was in Galaxy's parkour map. And, I sent him a message and was like, hey, like, are you guys like, recruiting, or how does that even work? Because, Dookie and I talked about it. We weren't really looking to be in a clan, but we figured if we were ever going to be in one, that seemed like a pretty good one because we liked going against all those people.
Mm-hmm.
And, Shreddy said like the first thing is to like join the Discord and then, just see if you guys fit the vibe and, kind of let it go from there. And then eventually you'll get voted on and everyone's got to like you. And so I guess they liked us enough. And I don't know if we were a package deal. But that's kind of how we ended up in it. And I remember I changed my name like right away as soon as Huckleberry told me. And he even made it like he texted me like way later. He's like, we need to talk. Like made it sound like something was wrong. Like totally fooled me. And he was like, no, just kidding. Like you guys are in. And it was a roller coaster of emotions.
Well, hopefully Mrs. Weller held your hand through that whole event. She's been such a great support crew to you. Mrs. Weller, if you're watching, how you doing, doll? Good to see you. All right. Glad to have your hubby here on the show. Thanks for lending him to us, as we all know you are. So, yeah, NB, now, just a side note, I've got a couple boys, and they have an underwear drawer. And in that underwear drawer, I see a lot of pairs of underwear with NB written on it. Now, I don't think the clan was named after Little Boy's underwear, unlike Mr. Epstein's buddy sitting next to you there, Ace. What does NB stand for? What is NB?
Technically it stands for nobodies. And I don't think that's any secret, but the most, or what I hear most in the lobbies is New Brunswick. And if anyone kind of gives anything, I just say like, yeah, that's it. Just let them think they guessed it. But it stands for nobodies.
New Brunswick. I don't even know what the fuck. What? I couldn't point to that in a map. Is that somewhere in England or something? Where is that? In Argentina?
I think it's like Upper East or like Canada. It's somewhere cold.
Oh, okay. Well, nobody's it is. All right. Well, that's what I thought, and I just wanted to throw that in there. But you guys are not nobodies. You guys have some nice accolades, not just in Clans League, but a lot of other divisions and leagues. And NB, well, you guys were the Legion champions. Is that right? Last season?
Yep, that's right.
All right. Were you part of that? Were you part of that team last season?
Yeah, yep. I was a part of that team last season. I think I played at least half or 3/4 of the games. I was in a lot of them.
Nice. And I see that you're part of the War this season in War. And I saw not only did you cast, but you played. So you had double duty Saturday. That was a pretty busy day for you, buddy, huh?
Yes, a very understanding wife, Mrs. Welly. Thank you so much.
That's a tough one, man. Saturdays are really rough. So anytime you can peel away more than once, man, you owe her something, buddy. I know you guys went on some cool trips. But anyways, yeah, getting back to map making, because that's something that I'm very interested in. And what got you like really, really into that? I know you got in on the beta, you got started with map making, but is there something in your past that really drew you to doing this? I know you have a computer background. I know you do computer stuff in the real world. Was that had something to do with it?
It's funny. I got invited to the beta from SKS Baker, and so thank you so much, Baker, if you're out there watching. And so as soon as I got in there, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I used to, when I was in high school, I'd play GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, and we'd play this level called Complex, and my buddy Donnie and I were like just so good at the game. We'd just play 1v1 and License to Kill, which was like one-shot pistols, and like you're basically looking at the other guy's screen in a split screen, and he's looking at yours. And you're just trying to find a way to shave a tenth of a second around a corner to like find each other. And so I knew that was the first map I was going to make, and it was the first map I did make.
Nice.
And then from there, just any of the other maps that I enjoyed, in my youth, I thought would be fun to play them in virtual reality.
Yeah, and thanks for bringing those to our lives, because those are all the same maps that we played. It's all the same stuff that you went through, buddy. I think we're almost the same age. So, yeah, that's nostalgic, big time nostalgia for us. And I know you did bring a clip with you. We do have a clip, and it's going to be a lot of the maps that you've went through over the years and created. And so in this video, is this in chronological order, or what's going on here?
Yeah, for the most part, I tried to put it in chronological order. Some of it's grouped a little bit just to keep like themed maps together, just for the sake of the video. But yeah, for the most part, it starts with complex and kind of ends with some of the more technical maps.
Nice. All right. Well, without further ado, let's bring the video and that Weller brought with him. Let's look at some of these maps. That was excellent. That was excellent, man. The music, everything, the map making. Oh, my God. excellent job, Weller. You have a lot to be proud of, and you've definitely made your mark on this game. And Ace is sitting next to you while we're watching that, just going, "I'm so jealous of you, bro. Oh my God, it looks so good, dude." You know, and watch out, he's got a gun on him. So that was excellent, man. So yeah.
Whoa!
Oh no, I gotta get to a long shot to see that. Oh shit, I saw a barrel come in there. But yeah.
Seiko.
So those are all some great maps. Did you have a favorite of any of those maps? I mean, any of them really stick out to you? Kind of, you know, if you deleted them, you'd be heartbroken.
I mean, you know, they all kind of have like a special place for me, you know. A lot of time, and Ace can attest to this, you know, you put a lot of time like just getting that original concept put together, and then, you know, like a piece of clay, like you just kind of keep molding it, and even you might come back a year later and be like, oh, okay, wait, I know how to do this part now after you step away from it. I think the two maps I'd probably be heartbroken on if they were to disappear would probably be Fireball and Arena.mb. Arena, because it took me 2 years to make, because I worked on it off and on, and it has so many stupid curves and layers, like, of texture, like layering. It was a labor of love. And then Fireball was the map that I submitted in the only sandbox contest that Big Box officially ran, and that's how I got that title that I wear above my head, like the SGC1 champion, which is really funny when people in lobby ask me what it means, or like when we play War Allegiance, people are like, we got an SGC1 champion in here. And I just let them go as far with it as they want, you know. None of them think it has anything to do with sandbox, so I just let them keep the lore going.
I don't even know what, you know, out of that acronym, what I could make out of it. Probably something really dirty if I thought about it real hard. You know, one thing about you too, your name Weller, 107 is a well-known bourbon, and you are a bourbon connoisseur. You are the person that I learned from what the word neat meant. I never knew that in all my years till I started talking to you guys. So, and I know you shared a collection or a picture of your collection of bourbon. Does that thing still exist? Do we still have all that bourbon? What's going on?
Yeah. So there was like an event called COVID. We couldn't really leave the house.
Yeah.
And
heard of it.
Well, you know, you get bored, right? So I just kind of, you know, we just kind of kept drinking it, and didn't really replenish it. So I think at my height, right at the height, there was like 240 bottles. I couldn't even tell you what the monetary amount of collecting it over years was, and there's probably 40 bottles like right now, and probably 38 of them I don't care for. You know, they're just kind of like people come over, it's like, can I have this? Like, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out, you take it home with you.
Oh my God. Well, I'm sorry to hear. I guess I'm sorry to hear that, because, you know, it's nice to look at them and collect them, but if you're not tasting them, then what fun is that? And you mentioned bourbon nights, not bourbon nights, but bourbon nights that you did with your clan, and I do remember doing a couple of those with you too, with Pinballer, and I think one of the devs was in one of those fucking things too. But yeah,
we had Spike in there for a lot of them.
Yeah, so you'd mail out little samples of different bourbons, and you had them labeled, and you'd start with the first one, and then you'd go into a room, and then you guys would, you know, talk about the whatever, the floral arrangements and the notes and the hints of this, and you'd have it like a reveal, and then we'd go play a round, and then you'd come back, and then about 3 or 4 rounds later, I threw up on my basement floor. And it's just a lot of drinking. You guys just get fucked up. But I assume you're still doing that with the NB crew, right?
So I haven't done with the NB crew. It's mainly, it's really the Rad crew. You know, like Pinballer, Chapman, Slaughter, Bran. I know I'm missing names here, but we've added some new people as well. I don't think anyone from NB has actually done it.
Okay.
I certainly pitched it a couple times.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, but you got that's the whole smash, right? Like, we basically play 2 maps, do a reveal. Ask Clown and I, mainly Ask Clown, we make like a map specific to the Bourbon Night. So that, like, Super Mario Brothers map you saw was a Bourbon Night map. The Halo map was a Bourbon Night map. But yeah, so anyways, you know, you're pretty shitty by the end of it. And it's just a whole lot of laughing and just kind of like carrying on and talking trash, you know, when you get to those last couple of maps.
Yeah.
The score at that point really doesn't matter, you know. Everyone's just kind of having a good time.
It's whoever's left and lasts wins at that point.
Well, there's always someone who says like, "Hey, let's go play pubs," and I'm like, "I'm out of here." I need,
Yeah.
like an Advil. I'm going to bed.
You wake up and then you lost your immortal status there. That's the worst feeling. How do I ever get that back? Yeah. So anybody, any advice for anybody? And that goes for both you guys, Ace and Weller. Any advice for people that want to get into at this late stage making maps?
Watch Weller's videos.
Okay.
I was going to point to the Ace. Yeah, no, I guess I would say like, just like with anything in life, like make something that you're passionate about. Don't just put some crap out there. But there's a lot of maps out there you can copy and see how kind of riddle out how people were able to shape things. And most of the good maps are built with a lot of cubes, just 3-dimensional cubes. It's the most flexible object there is. So I would say like just make something that like you're stoked about, and that way the end product will like take care of itself so long as you're stoked about it.
Cool. Good stuff, baby. Anything else from Weller before we call it a Friday night? Anything else you want to say? Anything you're working on? Anything you want to get out? You know what? Actually, you know what? Sorry, one more segment with Weller before we cut out. He had some of his clan mates wanted me to quick fire some questions to him. Let's do this. A quick fire questionnaire. Here we go. Number 1, why do you think Huck is the most hilarious part of your trio?
Huck is the most hilarious part of our trio because he has absolutely no filter and he just oozes charisma. All of you who know Huckleberry know that this is a fact.
All right. Okay, 59 plus 10. Quick.
It's still 59.
Yeah, I don't get that one. Okay, when you say the word pause on your why do you say the word pause on your stream so often? Why is it? And that's coming from Dookie Sweat, so he knows you.
Okay, so a little behind the curtain here. So I have a voice command. So when I say pause, it makes a stream marker. And typically I do this when there's been something suggestive said, and we'll just leave it at that. The whole idea was to go back through all the clips and then make like a montage, mashing up all those words together to sound even worse when you kind of put them all together.
Oh, boy. Okay, speaking of that, is pineapple your favorite fruit? Because you mention it in every stream.
So I had originally helped Rad Fox set up Voice Attack, and she needed to command a clip to make stream markers. And so with her accent and everything, pineapple was a word that the software could pick up easily. And so after like figuring out how to set it up for her, when I eventually started streaming, I was like, I'm just going to use pineapple as well. But yeah, it gets real confusing in War and Legions when people are like, the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I think you're playing SpongeBob SquarePants or some shit. So Dookie and Huck, they left some questions. One more. When is Big Box going to start paying you?
Let's go, Bagel. Where are we at?
Oh, it's Bagel
Show
watching.
me and Ace the money.
No, just him. Just give him my money too.
Yeah, he needs to rebuild that fucking bourbon stash. All right, have you ever met any of these slugs in real life?
Yeah, I have. Obviously, like, Slaughter lives around the corner, but in terms of like MB people, I met Gabe, Shreddy, Bruce, King, Huckleberry, Lej, Dookie, Faith. no longer
Jesus
an MD, but
Christ.
met her. I feel like I'm leaving a couple people out. Who? Oh yeah, Bran, my buddy Bran. You know Bran from the Rad Crew.
Bran.
K Gucci, Caltrop.
Oh
stayed at
yeah,
my house.
I remember that. Whatever
So,
happened?
my wife's yelling a bunch of names from the other room now.
Jesus Christ. So I guess my question should have been, who haven't you met in Pop 1?
Yeah.
And that's me. I know you were close to me. You were in Chicago a couple months ago.
Just close.
We couldn't hook it up. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
buddy. All right. Well, that's going to do it for Friday Night's Clans League. I want to say thank you to all my guests. Everyone joining the show. I don't know what's going to happen next week. I'm not too sure the format. We'll come up with something. We'll think of something. Maybe we'll show off the backstage area here. All right. So it's been a great show. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And we'll see you all next week. Let's go. All right, boys. Thanks, guys. You left your sword. You left your sword down there. Thanks, HP.